Hey everybody, it's Sensei Matt. I'm trying to continue on my series, the difference between training for martial arts for sports and martial arts for self-protection. Unlike the other parts, there is no, this is how sports does it, this is how self-defense training does it. This is just not part of sports training. When you're training for a sport, you're aware what's going to happen because you're going to go into a ring or you're going to be fighting at the end of the day at the dojo. When you're training for self-protection, awareness is the most important thing you're going to learn. Because if you are oblivious or not paying attention, there's nothing I can teach you if you get hit first because you weren't paying attention. You weren't aware of your surroundings. You weren't using your head and avoiding places where there's trouble, okay? If you don't do this, no technique works if you're face down. So when you train for self-defense, you need to be aware. And I know people say aware, but how are you training it? Right? There's a lot of things to be aware of. There's pre-attack indicators. There's knowing the areas you're going. You know, if you travel to and from the same places, pay attention where the little corners are, where the little cutouts, what it looks like during the day, what it looks like at night. We just had daylight saving time. You're coming home from work now, it's dark now. You have to know these little spots where someone could come out, jump, assault you, pull you in, right? If you're in an argument, you gotta learn pre-attack indicators. You know, that's people looking around to make sure there's no cops before they turn and haul off on you. The changing of speech patterns. They're trying to get themselves amped up, the adrenaline's kicking through them, their faces are getting redder. They can't speak with big words. You know, they speak quicker. They curse a lot more. These are all things. They turn to the side, what you want to call it, blading, turning to the side, getting in a fighting stance. I don't care what you want to call it. But all these things are things that they're telling you with their body language and speech, they're about to hit you. These are things you have to train, and you have to train them in your techniques. So when you train and you come with traditional karate versus karate attacks, no one's going to do that. That's not, you're not learning how to protect yourself outside, okay? They're going to be looking around, make sure it's safe, make sure there's no friends, and then they're just going to haul off and wail on you, all right? They're going to be getting so mad, they're going to speak quicker and start cursing at you. When you train in the dojo, you have to give these visual cues to your partner so they can see it. So when their hands, as we always start everything with our hands up in front, what we call the fence, you know, don't just go, are you ready? And then throw the attack. What you need to do is give a cue, give a pin, and then throw the attack. That way, the person who's defending themselves learns what to look for and gets a more realistic attack. Like I said, in sport, you don't need to do that. You're gonna be in fighting stances, and it's a prearranged fight, either in a ring for a tournament, or it's gonna be at the end of the day at the dojo. Again, I'm not knocking it, I'm just trying to explain the difference, because too many people that I speak to say, well, all martial arts are the same. They're not. They have different goals. There's multiple goals you can have in martial arts. Remember, you can train for sport, you can train the art for the art, you can train for just fitness, or you can train for self-protection. You gotta make sure whatever you're looking for is what that dojo or that studio teaches. Because you can't get mad at them if you join a studio or a dojo and you want to learn how to protect yourself, but they did competition. Or you join the studio for fitness and they do self-protection. All right? So hope you like the series. And again, to me, this is the most important part and the biggest difference. One of the biggest differences and most important differences being awareness training. It has to be part of your training for self-protection. Okay? Hope you're still enjoying the series. See you on the mats.